Da, da, da. Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
kdmoonchild's world and the Lightworkers Roundtable. Good to see you all. Welcome to my wonderful guest, Medium Kim Copeland. I am so excited to have you here. I love what you do. I'm an artist, so I'm all about what you do with your art that you do with or what you see around us, and it's just I can watch you do that for hours.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh,
Oh,
thank
you're
you for having
welcome.
me, Katie. I'm excited to be here. I love to share, anything I can, whatever, if I do, if I can, whatever I can, and if I can. Yeah. So thank you for having me.
I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to say hi to a few people in the chat as the notifications are going out. Hi, Wolf Girl Oracle. Good to see you. Janet P. Mwah! She was my first person on a live stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's in love. So sweet. And Dream Journey One, you're new. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sin. Good to see you. And Teresa Levine. My goodness, and Linda Sandoval, they're starting to come in now.
Aw,
So good to see you guys.
aw. Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
A lot of these people I don't know. Some people I think I've met Sin in before. Maybe
Yes.
Teresa as well. And maybe, yeah, I think I've seen, well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you'll find that I have an interesting conglomeration of people. Wolf Girl Oracle just started her channel just maybe 4 or 5 months
Okay.
ago. She's really new. And
I love the name.
yeah. Oh, she does a lot with Norse traditions and that kind of stuff. So she's really into her Germanic, Northern Norse.
Okay.
So she's fascinating. She's really good. So
Awesome. I know there's
Kim,
so many different amazing people
oh,
here.
and the more new
Hi,
people we're
Viviani.
getting, hi Viviani, the more people that we get coming in to do this, I am blown away at the intelligence and the people in the chat. My goodness, I don't know. Those of us as we read cards and stuff, we get into this kind of I call it my theta state because my brain is not all here. It's half on the other side, half.
Yeah.
And so we really rely on you guys to keep us on track with names and dates.
Well, yeah, but I think that the group that even watches now, we're all on this new wavelength of
Yes.
bringing in the spirit. So, I mean, whether we're more on the earth plane or more on I mean, we're all one.
Yeah.
And yeah, but
And
we have to be a little bit of an altered state of consciousness to do the work. And I think somebody, even in the chat too,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, absolutely. Please, my dear, tell us all about what you do, what your channel's about.
what do I do? Okay.
Yeah, tell us about Kim.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have a lot of different interests, so I won't get too much into one because I have probably three branches, I would say.
Okay.
One is I'm very interested in energy medicine, and energy medicine is one of the things that brought me into the spirit world more.
Wow.
Because, with healing touch, I was starting doing that around 95. And I'm a nurse too, and I do hospice nursing still. I still do 1 day a week about some days.
Bless you. Bless
Yeah,
you
yeah.
for doing that. Whoa.
So I've been doing that around.
I had two parents with hospice, and I am a firm believer, and I pray every day for the workers that do that job.
Oh, that's
Hi,
so sweet.
Ron. Good to see you.
Hey, Ron. Yeah, so that's been a good journey because I started that a long time ago too, as well, around 97. Still doing it. It's amazing. Let's see here, but the energy work, I mean, it's my passion to do the energy work because I feel like it's the cornerstone of our health. If we can balance our own energies,
Yes.
and send healing to others, I just think. And we can send healing without even ever taking. It's not like you have to take a class, but just sitting with your heart, sending out that intention. And this is what we're doing so much nowadays. I think a lot of us, we're sending our prayers to around the world, or sending it to politicians, war zones, countries, the earth, the planet, the trees, the animals. So all this together is, and I think this is what we're doing here in this channel too. All of our channels, we're sending out these healing intentions.
Oh, yeah.
And that's number one. To me, that's number one over everything, really. No matter what we do, I think it has to be healing.
I'm a real big proponent of healing the soil. So as you're talking about the earth, healing the soil. So I pray for mycelium, y'all. I pray for that fungus that lets all the plants communicate with each other.
Oh, okay.
That is what
Lovely.
makes the difference between dirt that blows off and cause dust storms and, like the Dust Bowl, and
Yeah.
soil. Soil
Yeah.
is alive.
Yes. Right. Absolutely alive.
Yeah.
Just like Earth is alive,
Oh, it's all, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my passion. But also, of course, hospice is my passion. Working with the death and dying is my passion because I feel like it's really important. And that's kind of a little bit more Western medicine, right? But I think it's important that people transition in peace. And if that means physical, emotional, spiritual, mental peace,
Yes.
so I think that's really important. As they go across the veil, then they can go on their journey easier if they have that healing here first before they go.
Yeah.
And again, it's all about healing. I mean, that's like bottom line. And then mediumship is another passion of mine. So
that's the one that really, I want to talk to you more about that one.
Okay. Yeah, I've studied psychic development since around 95. And in that was a little bit of mediumship, but then, it kind of started also a little shamanism. It's not my passion, the shamanism, but I know about it. I've, studied it a bit. But then the mediumship intensely since around 2014, that I've been like in studying with a mentor. And anyway, so that's been another passion because as I was, working with people that are either as I'm doing energy work or even in hospice, right? And I see the departed loved ones, then I get a glimpse of the other side. And then, and then, so now I'm really working on that. I'm not just working. I practice that. That's my practice right now. Probably most of my practice right now is with mediumship. But I do love to teach. That's another passion. I have so many passions. I love teaching. And I teach different things. I teach color. I love color, right?
There you go.
Oh,
Girl Oracle says she needs to find a medium mentor. I've been counseling her for about a year or so. And I've been telling her, girl, you're a medium. Whether you want to be or not, you need to learn it because you really can help people. Really help people. So I was afraid at first, but I'm glad to see her say that. That's cool. That's so cool.
So there's that. And then now my new passion, my coming up passion more that I'm starting to develop is more trance work. So working with trance mediumship or trance speaking or trance healing. So this is my plan for the next 14 months to really go deeper into that work. I've got a whole plan. Thank you, Ron, for saying that. I've got a whole plan for the working in the trance. So
now, that's wonderful. That's so exciting because I watch what you do with Danny, and I don't miss anything Danny puts up.
Danny,
all,
Danny? Are you talking about Danny Shea?
I love that Danny Shea.
Yeah, he's
so funny. But he's gotten me on, I'm like you, I'm kind of in the shamanic walk. Well, not just him, Tony, Shining Hawk Healing. She and I have been talking a lot over the last year. So, Danny, I'm actually making a rattle.
What about the rattle?
I'm making this.
Whoa.
Danny's gotten me inspired. It's just from a balloon. I put some gravel inside it, and it's a mesquite stick. And I paper mache'd the outside.
Woo.
It's a work in progress, big time.
It's lovely.
Thank you. But then I bought a drum.
Yeah.
We're talking about trance work. Wolf Girl Oracle recommended that I get a drum to do trance work.
Uh-huh.
So, I love how these things all come together,
Yeah.
you know? It's
Yeah. That drum will get you in the trance state, right? Because it
yeah.
moves you from the beta to the alpha, the theta, the delta. And there's another one now, the gamma. Have you heard of that now? The
Yeah,
gamma state now
Gamma.
is very good for healing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I went as far as second level Unsi Reiki,
Uh-huh.
and I got the idea about activating my Kundalini energy.
Uh-huh.
So I activated my Kundalini and found out that, whoa, there's a kind of Reiki that involves this energy. Because
Uh-huh.
that energy, you activate that. That's powerful. Wow. If you don't know what you're doing, be careful,
Uh-huh.
because it causes you to purge, you cleanse your body, and it's a natural meditation process, but it's getting your chakras all going the way they're supposed
Uh-huh.
to.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it, and I love it because it is the truth, it's the snake that hugs your spine. It's the caduceus, y'all.
Uh-huh. Nice.
So I have healed from it. So I am second level Kundalini Reiki too. And so I'm working on level 3 and master.
Ooh, all right. Woohoo. We're not gonna be able to pull you down after that.
Oh, after when I activated that, I any kind of an electric motor I would get around would make my body vibrate on the inside, because
Oh,
that energy was just going
yeah, yeah.
up and down my spine.
I've heard that too from other people.
Whoa.
They feel very electric. Their body's very
Yes.
electric and shake a little. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Mhm.
mean, it was that for a long time. I'd be waiting for the bus because I don't have a car. So I ride the bus all over. I'd be
Oh,
waiting
wow.
for the bus and I'd get on the bus. And as soon as my foot would hit that bottom step, I couldn't feel my feet anymore
Oh my goodness.
because the vibration of the bus would set it off.
We're
But it
going to
would
be
make
calling
me
you
so
back.
happy that the smile wouldn't go away. So
Uh-huh.
everybody on the bus was like, wow, that's a nice lady.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah,
So
lovely. Yeah, my
energy
energy
work.
medicine, I was going to say my energy medicine teacher, Donna Eden, she
Yes.
always has a smile on her face because she's just so in tune to all the energies
Yeah.
of, the world really. But she just is so in tune to the radiant circuits, the joy energies. She just always is smiling. I mean, even after surgery, it's like amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm a breast cancer survivor and I went through chemo. And I told jokes and laughed and giggled the whole time, every infusion.
Okay.
To the point where the nurses bought me lunch on my last infusion because they were sad to see me go.
Oh,
I was like, whoa, that's pretty. We're glad you're going to survive, but we're sad to see you go.
that's amazing though that you did that.
So
Wow.
that was my way of knowing. Well, I knew I was going to survive. I was shown I was going to survive. So I was just
Uh-huh.
like, okay, well, this is a process. Let's get it going.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You know?
Wolf Girls talks about her grandmother and father in hospice. Yeah, thank
Yes.
you. Yes, of course, a death process, right? Always think of it
Mm-hmm.
as a reawakening to a real light body.
Yeah, it's transition. I
Yeah,
mean, I look at that
transition.
butterfly. That's another soul going off, you know, to me.
Oh yeah, it's a celebration for sure. That's how I
Yeah,
look at it. That's how I've been able to do it for so long. Is that I
with
do
both
look at it
organs.
as a
Yeah.
celebration.
I grieve because I will miss them.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you have someone you love and they're going to go on a cruise for the it's their trip of a lifetime. They're going to be
Yeah.
gone for months and you're going to miss them for horribly. What do you say? Oh my God, don't go. I'm going to miss you. Or do you say,
Mhm.
bon voyage, have the adventure of a lifetime?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's what I do when people pass away.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't look at it as though they're passing away. They're just taking that next level ahead of me.
Mhm.
Moving on,
I know. It's an
preparing for
interesting.
me.
It's so interesting. I mean, I think of the soul as that this human is a fragment of our soul. And
Yeah.
so, but even though we're going to reunite with our soul, our our human spirit never goes away. So
No.
that's why when we do mediumship, we can connect to the grandmother or the aunt, the brother, the sister, the child, whatever. They're always going to be there, even if parts of their soul have reincarnated.
Ah, that's an answer to a really important question because, I've been wondering, well, when they reincarnate, how do you connect back to them through
Yeah.
spirit? And then I'm thinking, Katie, you're unlimited. That's how.
Well, yeah, because you're always
We're
going to
all
be you.
unlimited.
Yeah, yeah. You're always going to be you.
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
part of you is always you. This spirit of you is always here and never goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, it's just the oversoul. We can have multiple lives at the same time. We can have multiple lives on different planets too. So
And
even though we think
different
we're 3D,
dimensions.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah.
we think we're 3D, 4D, 5D, if you want to put a linear number on it, but our soul is much bigger than that.
Yeah. I've
And
seen videos with people teaching how to dimension hop. You don't like this life you're in right now. Try some of the other lives you're living in and look at it. See what it's like. I'm like,
yeah,
how
if
do
there's
you do
a,
that? I want to know how to do that.
yeah,
Not just
well,
dial a life. Okay, I'll hop into this one.
right. We would probably be overwhelmed if we knew everything, right?
Oh, I know.
Our brain would just explode.
Yeah.
We couldn't,
Yeah,
couldn't do
like
it.
we talk like you guys, I think you were talking about the different levels of ascension, and you've got the masters and those guys that are up at the top that you can't go from. Like Linda G said, you can't go from the bottom when you first come in to being a master at the top because we'd explode.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It will be so fascinating to see how each of us, our humanness, will blend in with our soul as we transition. I just think it'll be fascinating to see this. Also, with this time, if Earth is truly ascending into the four, which it is already in the 4D,
Yes.
and how this is going to, does that mean we're going to be at a different level when we transition? I wonder about that too.
Me too. Me too. Yeah. Everything that's happening right now is so
It is.
exciting. And it's scary too because it's so unknown, and
Mhm.
if you're afraid of the unknown, you're terrified. I welcome the unknown. I welcome change too. I thrive on change. I'm a very adaptive person, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I've started my life over many times.
Me too. Me too. Although I think as I'm getting older, I'm less that way now.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing one more thing. I want to get a tiny house and move back to the Pacific Northwest. And
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up in Klamath Falls, Oregon, which is 91 miles from Mount Shasta.
Yeah, I've been to Klamath Falls, and I've been to Mount Shasta.
I know, yeah, yeah. And so I was just talking to Dr. Gail last week, was on, and I'm telling her, she's like, "Well, why don't you move back here? Why don't you move back to Klamath Falls?" And I'm like, "No, I told that place goodbye. I shut the door on that place. It's where I went to high school and all that, I was bullied, and so that was the past. I don't want to enter there again.
Yeah.
But I will consider Dunsmuir, Weed, anywhere around that
Yeah.
area."
Yeah. Maybe even Medford. Maybe.
Oh, Brookings is actually calling to me.
Who is?
Brookings, Oregon.
Oh,
It's
Brookings. Yeah. Yeah. I know
a
where that
little
is.
tiny town. Oregon makes that little curve at the bottom
Mhm.
where it meets California, and that's a river right there.
Right. Right. I've been through there.
Brookings is considered the banana belt of Oregon.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen roses blooming on Christmas Day there.
Oh.
So
Oh, yeah. Because I was in Oregon, Portland for 20 years.
oh, awesome.
Yeah. I just got to Texas about 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, what a change.
It is.
Yeah. You're like me when I moved from Klamath Falls to Tucson, Arizona. But I had come here on vacation every other year, so I knew what I was getting myself.
I lived in Tucson too. I love Tucson. It's beautiful.
Oh, Tucson is a very liberal town. I love it here. It's just too hot in the summer.
Uh-huh.
And this is Arizona politics, and I don't like Arizona politics.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's running me out. Kerry Lake is a scary thing, but we won't go there. So, yes, the mediumship is something that I'm finding I'm definitely called to. Because it's happening to me. I'd give her that advice because I need to follow it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I will be taking your mediumship class. You can count on seeing me in there.
Awesome. Yeah.
I have visions. It all got triggered with an acupuncture treatment in my third eye.
Uh-huh.
I was having sinus pressure headaches. So my acupuncturist, she does sound and heat along with acupuncture.
Wow.
She uses singing bowls for the sound healing. Oh my gosh. With that needle in you and they're vibrating. Oh, it's wonderful. It's so cool. Doesn't hurt, you guys. Acupuncture
Yeah.
doesn't hurt. It hurts
Yeah.
more to stick yourself with a safety pin.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Way more. So, but I'm laying there and I'm seeing all these visions and I see this beautiful town. And it's on a hill and there's pine trees, but it's not, I can tell it's Mediterranean. There's
Uh-huh.
whitewashed buildings and red tile roofs and
Okay.
pine trees. So it's like, no, this isn't in my area or it's not Mexico. And so I told her about it. She's a very spiritual person. So I told her about what I saw. And I said, this is the first time I've seen something like that. And she's like, well, maybe. I said, I feel like it's Italy. And she says, well, maybe you're going to go there. And
Uh-huh.
maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe it triggered something. A couple of days later, there was that earthquake in Italy and it wiped the town off the side of the hill.
Oh, wow.
That town is what I saw. So, yeah, I think I need to develop something here.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay.
That's the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. It was like, holy cow, no, I saw it because it was going to go goodbye.
Yeah. So some people have that, talent for getting earth changes like that. Some people don't. But I want to just tell everybody here that if they don't have that, hi, Manasseh.
Good to see you, also, my sweet.
Yeah. I mean, so some people are really good at getting the earth or weather, right? And everybody's got their different talents. So
Yeah.
I just want to say for some people, if they don't get that, doesn't mean they're not psychic.
Right. Exactly.
We all are different. How we get our information and what we get the information for. Some people are really good at finding lost objects, and some people aren't.
Yeah.
You know.
I have all the clairs, so it's like all the clairvoyances.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have all of those. I mean, people when you cut down a tree or you trim a tree, I hear the tree. The tree is like crying. I hear the tree.
Yeah.
So I'm very connected to the ground, but I am a proponent of earthing. Everybody, all my people here know that you're stressed out. You're having a hard time connecting. Go outside, take your shoes off, stick your toes in the grass or in the soil, or lay down and make angels in your grass. You don't have to do it.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
Just spend 5 minutes plugged into the earth.
Yeah, that's a great healing. Sure. Tell me about what is behind you. Is that a painting?
Actually, it's a backdrop.
Oh, it's pretty.
I got it on Amazon. Thank you. Yeah, it's my energy backdrop for this. I have 3 different ones for 3 different shows. Yeah.
Huh.
I got it on Amazon. Actually, I have one on Amazon from Amazon that I ordered that's I'd show you. But it's my channel art.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For the background, which
Okay.
is
I'm interested in doing more art too. So don't you feel like the art helps open up your psychic awareness?
Yes.
I would think so. Oh, whoa. That's gorgeous.
You mentioned art, so it's like, okay.
Is that a recent?
I pulled 3. This is from 2004.
Oh, wow.
And I got the image off of one of the Christian daily devotional books. But it was a white flower. And I was like, no, it's got to be an orange mum to show off that beauty. And it was a monarch butterfly. And it was like, no, I want that blue one. The blue one.
Blue butterfly. Yeah.
So I just changed it all up, colors and stuff. So that was fun. But
beautiful.
Here's and it's kind of interesting because all 3 of these are spirit animals. But here's another one.
Oh my gosh, cardinal. I love cardinals too.
That's a colored pencil.
Oh my.
That butterfly is pastel, soft pastel. That's my love, is soft pastel.
I see.
Because I can get into it. You don't need a brush. You use your fingers and you get it all over your face and your clothes. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those pastels are good for spirit art too.
oh,
Oh,
yes.
is that a hummingbird?
Yes.
Oh my, that's
This
gorgeous.
was my very first one. It's a broad-billed hummingbird.
Now, what medium is that?
It's pastel, soft
That's
pastel.
pastel too.
That's
Oh
my love. I love it.
wow.
I've got thousands of dollars worth of pastels. I'm serious. I've got them from France, England. I've got the pan pastels. I've got German pastels. But I've been collecting them for a very long time. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the butterfly is from 2004. And then we jump to the cardinal. It's really fun is the cardinal's done on sandpaper. Regular old 500 grit, sand your furniture, sandpaper. And it's colored pencil. It's not pastel.
Oh my gosh.
I just made it for Christmas.
Wow.
And that was in 2010. So that's just a few of my things. So like I told you in the email, I'm an artist and I want to learn spirit painting. Spirit, that's the thing that I am being called. I've been for probably 4 or 5 years being called to do that. And I haven't known where to start.
Spirit, what meaning?
Painting.
Oh, spirit painting. Oh,
Like you
okay.
do, like you're doing.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't
Or
call myself
similar,
an artist
like
or,
I love what you do.
or a spirit painter, but no, there you can do trance art. No,
Yeah.
go into a like a light trance and allow spirit to work through you to do your painting. You can do symbology. You can allow yourself to channel. You can do spirit inspired art. You can also do if you see somebody like a face in the
Yeah.
spirit world. Hi, Sharon.
Hi,
Um,
Sharon Side.
you
Hi,
can
Marvia.
charcoal that. The charcoal or the pastels are perfect for doing spirit art. In other words,
They
portraits
blend.
that you see somebody in spirit as a meet, when you're seeing the spirit world and you can put that on paper. There's a whole thing on that. There's a whole,
Mm.
I can tell you maybe where to go to
Oh,
for
I would
that.
love that. I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, I just, especially with the pastels, there again, it's like the soil. Um, I'm a very tactile person. I gotta feel it
Hmm.
with my fingers. So, yeah, that's the thing I love most about because you can't do that with oil pastels. It's a
Right.
mess. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't get it on your fingers, you don't get it on your face, but soft pastels, you become a part of the painting.
Okay. Yeah. I like crayons.
I do too. I do. Oh, hey, I do almost all mediums. Are acrylic, oil. I'm not real crazy about watercolor, but watercolor pencils, yes. Colored
Okay.
pencils. I love to color. I mean, just it's like give me color, give me something creative to do. I have to do it all the time. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
just
I'll show you my crayons. I just have them right in front of me because
yes.
this is my I use they're from Germany.
Yes.
Let's see, so I don't know if you can see these maybe. Oops. So
Oh,
um I
those
this
are
is
gorgeous.
well anyway, I mean these are just they're block. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're made out of beeswax. Have
Ooh,
you heard of that?
yummy.
They're
I've never
beeswax
used
crayons.
something like that.
And so they blend easy. And they
Ooh,
can
yeah.
come in a block or they can come in a stick. I usually use the block almost always. I very
Yeah.
rarely use the stick.
It's really interesting because with soft pastels, I'm like that too. I much rather use the square edges. And the reason why is because I'm very particular, as you can tell, about getting a crisp edge
Uh-huh.
on stuff. Um, I didn't bring it in. I have a Native American, well, she's Navajo, little 3-year-old Navajo girl. I painted her portrait. Took me
Uh-huh.
3 months because there's so many textures. Oh my. She had her hair done up in the traditional bun with all the yarn. And then she had on the silk shirt with the lace sleeves. And then she had on her turquoise jewelry. She's only 3. you know, and she's just to the hilt. She's ready. She's waiting to dance at the powwow. She's got a
Oh.
fuzzy blanket on over her arms. It's like, and she's standing in front of a brick wall. I'm like, wow, all these textures.
Mhm.
Ah, the
Yeah.
hardest one was the satin shirt, the smoothest texture
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's backwards.
And Dream Journey is saying it's these are fun
Yeah,
because these crayons are what my kids used in school, in the Waldorf
really
school, because it's a very art oriented school.
awesome.
And so these are the same. Some of these are the same crayons they used.
That's terrific.
Yeah, and so it's very easy for a first grader to use. If a first grader can do it, I can do it.
I got that. Well, you
And
know,
you can do a lot of area in one. Okay, anyway, yeah, that's how I do my orographs. When I do color orographs, I use those.
I love those. I've watched you do those, and
Oh,
yeah, on other people's channels and stuff. And it's just like for readings, it's beautiful.
oh,
It's
thank you.
gorgeous.
It's very quick and easy.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful result for the people too. You know,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
This show is all about raising everybody's vibes. So we have a little pledge that we do, the Lightworkers pledge. And I just read it rather than everybody repeating it after me because it's kind of long. I'll just repeat it. And I do have an overlay that makes it a little easier for everyone. It kind of covers us up though. But I would like to recite the Lightworkers pledge.
Okay.
I declare a pledge to love. I will act based on judgments from the heart. I will act not based on judgments of fear or lack. I will act not controlled by self-interest, commercial, or political agendas. I will act attempting to reduce conflict and division. I will act to promote cooperation. I will act to promote consensus. I will act to promote peace. I will act recognizing the quality of all human beings. I will act to pursue a picture of collective truth rather than personal truth. I will act to acknowledge the responsibility of supporting others in their spiritual awakening. And I will act and do not deliberately or knowingly misinform. I declare this pledge in love.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kind of sets the hi Roxanne. Kind of sets the mood for the week too, and the weekend, and just kind of reminds us what we're here for, y'all.
Right, right. And somebody was asking who was this? Oh, nice. Oh, how do I raise my vibes?
Here we are. How, Kim? This
Well,
is
this
my
is
next
one way,
question.
sure.
When you feel like you've been living in a vacuum because you've been giving and giving and giving, what do you do to recharge?
Going outside is good. I do, yeah, walking my dogs, going outside, absolutely. I also do an energy routine pretty much every day, which is, it only takes 5 minutes. I just do some tapping on my kidney points, spleen points. I do some crossovers. I work with the radiant circuits and grounding. So anyway, I do that. It's like a 5-minute routine I do. That really changes me. And I like to do yoga as well. So, I mean, just doing one down dog, I don't know, that also helps fix me.
Well, downward facing dog aligns your spine.
Yeah, right.
So that's aligning your chakras.
Yeah. Yep. So
That's
I love that one. Taking a nap is also good.
amen. I think that's been the most popular answer out of everybody.
I used to take a 15-minute nap. Now I'm starting to take 30-minute naps.
All a 15-minute nap does to me is wet my whistle. I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's been really interesting the number of people who take a nap or the number of people who plug into music and dance.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's good too. Dancing.
Those are the two main, I would say those are the two big winners of all the people that I started doing this show back in March.
Okay.
We're almost at a year. So
Wow.
every week
Yeah.
with the exception of just a couple of weeks. So there's been a lot of people come through here.
Wow.
And next year we're going to be having people come back as panels. So that'll be
nice.
And so we have a true roundtable. So we can, pick questions and discussions from people in the chat. And this is Spirit's channel. This is not my channel. I just do what they tell me. Nothing more and nothing less. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's really nice. I love this napping, decompress, and then sock dancing around the house. Yep. 80s music. I know. That's great. 80s music. That's good dance music, isn't it?
It is. I also will put on Native American flute music.
Yeah.
Lay down on my bed and not take a nap, but it takes you somewhere. It'll take me off. It's like a form of meditation that is a very unstructured meditation. Although meditation does not have to have any structure to it at all. And you can meditate with your eyes fully wide open.
Yeah. I like the song, and it's very Native American, called Where I Sit is Holy. Ooh. Have you heard that one?
No, but I'll look for it.
It is. I don't think it'll sound here. I could pull it up, but I don't think. Well, maybe I could get it on. I mean, I could maybe play it on my.
Want to try?
Microphone. Anyway, yeah, it's just to get a taster of it, maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
Now I have a whole playlist that is Native American flute music. Coyote Oldman, R. Carlos Nakai, lots of them. Yeah, I love it. Actually, that's what I listen to as I'm writing my card of the day for Instagram.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Okay, I'll find out where who the artist is also. Let's see.
Oh, great.
Oh, Cheyenne Knoll, SHAINA NOLL. And I hear I'll just play for a second. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Uh-oh, sorry. You don't want that.
That's all right.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. The ad that comes on before. I'm used to that.
I know, but I don't like that. Oh yeah, binaural beats.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to listen to those too. So this is just a little taster. Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, yes.
Let me see here.
I've got my third eye buzzing.
It is holy. Holy is the ground. Forest, mountain, river, listen to the sound.
Ooh,
Great Spirit circles all around.
Okay, anyway.
Ooh, I love it. Yeah.
Nice?
Making me tear up, lady. I was buzzing right here.
Yeah, before I do readings, I listen to that one sometimes. Wow. It's a good one.
Yeah, what a gorgeous voice she has.
I know. She has a lot of good ones.
There's someone else, Diana Arkenstone. She's not a Native American, but her music is, I always know when it's one of her songs because of how it hits me, and it always hits me directly in my heart.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
she's one of the people. I just put on Amazon Music and hit my likes or whatever, and it just plays, and then I meditate, and it takes me in my meditation. It depends on the song that plays, and sometimes it might be something really hard rock from the 60s. Sometimes it's a Native American song following it, but what I'm doing is it's connecting all of that into one. Manasa and I started this week. We're teaching a class. It's a presentation on the Nag Hammadi biblical scriptures or non-biblical scriptures, the Gnostic texts.
Okay.
And we started our introduction on Tuesday. It's every other Tuesday. So as I was researching for that, I started seeing, whoa, what these religious people now are saying is almost word for word
Uh-huh.
what happened in those days. And it's like, oh my gosh, history is definitely repeating itself. It's like all of history is combining into one in this shift so that we can get rid of it,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
get it out, learn
Uh-huh.
from it, and never go there again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that music. That was great. Thank you, Kim. That was awesome.
Yeah. And somebody was mentioning up here about the healing hour, which it's going to be not this week, but on the 16th is the next healing hour. So every other Wednesday, I just want to let everybody know it's free to come. It's for about an hour. Sometimes we do an hour and 15 on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Central for any kind of healing.
That's right after my show.
Oh.
Because I do a Wednesday. I do a Wednesday at 11 p.m. Pacific. So that's 2. Well, I do it from 11 to 2. So Central
11
Time,
to 2 for 3 hours?
No, 11 to 1. Sorry. 11 to 1.
2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is yeah. So
that'd be cool. So I should just bring my chat right on over to you.
well, it's all on Zoom. So it's not
Awesome.
really we don't do a chat so much, but we come in to the Zoom room and then do mini healings.
I love it.
And then, by the way, yeah, so Danny and I are going to be back in Mount Shasta. I'm just letting you know what's going on.
When?
In June.
Woo-hoo, yeah.
And so it's going to be open, of course. I live in Texas right now, but I don't plan to stay here for the rest of my life. I live in just south of Austin in San Marcos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm actually looking at different places now, thinking about where I might want to move next.
Used to know people that lived in Borney. The Bourne?
Oh, Bourne. Oh, yeah. Bourne. I think it's called Bourne.
Down by San Antonio. That's all.
Yeah.
They always fly in and out. They have a YouTube channel. Oh, they have 3 YouTube channels. Each one has like 6 million subscribers.
Okay.
And I've watched them since they started them. So it's been kind of fun, my YouTube experience. I've been with YouTube off and on since 2011. Girl Oracle has been on and off YouTube for 16 years. Ever since about YouTube started. So yeah. The going live thing doesn't make me nervous anymore. I just hate the wait, to start. It's like, what do I do? Yeah, Mount Shasta. June, huh? If Spirit will work it out right, I'm trying to get a box truck to convert into a camper.
It was amazing when we were there last time. Yeah, and I've lived around a lot of different places, Wolf Girl. So I've lived in Oklahoma, Colorado, Arizona, New Jersey, Michigan.
Wow.
I mean, my dad, we got transferred a lot. And then I've spent more time in Oregon than anything, though.
Are you a government girl?
No, he worked for Ford Motor Company.
Oh, my dad, I'm a National Park Service. This is why I'm so connected to the earth. I grew up in the National Park Service where everything is protected. So my playmates were deer and rabbits and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, so Mount Shasta, the thing about, I wasn't sure what to expect. Have you been there?
Me? Absolutely.
Okay.
I have seen that because I lived in Klamath Falls.
Yeah.
I have seen that mountain in all kinds of weather. I've seen it in the first thing in the morning, last thing at night, every day for over 21 years. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I never knew it was something special. It was just another one of those snow-capped mountains that I lived near.
Yeah.
Because I lived in the middle of the Ring of Fire. So they're all around you. Hey, Stony Baker, good to see you.
Hello. Yeah, I was amazed. It was life-changing for me when I went. Literally life-changing.
Yeah.
I mean, because I learned a little bit more about my soul purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. I have been kind of the only child my whole life. So I'm a loner. I'm very comfortable with my own company. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
And I always wondered, why was that? Why is it? I have a half brother who's 17 years older.
Uh-huh.
So he was well out of the house. And I always wondered why. And now I'm single, and it's like I'm going through all of these upheavals and this scary time, and I'm muddling through it all on my own. And it's like, why? Why? It's because this is what I'm
Uh-huh.
supposed to do. And not
Oh.
every partner that you have is going to understand
Mm-hmm.
what you do, because this takes so much of my thought and
Uh-huh.
my focus.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying so hard to get this renaissance in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Somebody had, but I've been to Devil's Tower and have spiritual. Yeah. Okay. Good. I know sometimes it takes you think, oh, we can imagine being there, but for something at some time, I mean, even though spirit has told me, yes, you can imagine being there. True, but it's a little easier. Thank you. Thank you, James. Okay. Oh, you did just now? Just a second. Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Just
no
a
problem,
second.
hon.
Okay.
No problem.
Um,
Yeah.
accidentally?
If you want, you can stop camera or whatever. That's cool. There you go. Hey. Yeah. It's good to see you guys. Yeah. Mount Shasta is pretty fantastic place. Natural pyramid. We got all the pyramids on the ley lines and where the ley lines cross and all that, but Mount Shasta and Crater Lake. And you talk to Kim about Crater Lake National Park. That's another very, very, very spiritual place, because that was a volcano that erupted so violently it imploded on itself. And in the last 10, 15 years, the temperature of the water in there has been increasing, which means the temperature of the ground has been increasing. That lake is pure. It has no algae in it. It's strictly rainwater and snow melt. Hey, there she is. I was
Sorry.
telling them about Crater Lake National Park.
Oh, yeah.
I lived there for 3 years as a child. So
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
these places like Mount Shasta, Crater Lake is like that too. It's the Native Americans there. There's a spirit in that lake that they were afraid of.
Oh, okay.
They would do sacrifices into the lake.
Oh, my
Myself
goodness.
personally, there is something that lives in that lake that I find extremely exhilarating and beautiful. So it's pretty interesting. I've lived there twice at Crater
Oh,
Lake.
my goodness. I've never even heard of these stories. So that's amazing. I've been to Crater Lake too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to work at the lodge. So I used to live right there by the
Okay.
lodge. So I've seen clouds rolling down into that caldera of water. It's like 1,000 feet, you guys, down to the water surface. And it just looked like somebody pouring cream of wheat down into that water. It's the clouds just doing this as the storm was rolling in.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Magnificently beautiful place.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. There's so many beautiful places and they have high energy. Another place I want to say is Mount Ida in Arkansas with the
Yeah.
crystals, all the crystals.
Yes, all those Herkimer diamonds. Oh my gosh, they have lots of them.
Yeah, lots of
in Mount
crystals
Ida.
there. I haven't been to Mount Ida yet, but it's on my bucket list.
I'm really into crystals. So, if you could see my card reading table, there's not much room for cards because it's all covered with
Oh, okay.
all my stones and stuff. But my dad was a rock hound. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was the little girl who her mom was always mad at her because she had holes in her pockets. My mom got so sick and tired of when she'd do laundry, she had to always make sure she checked my pockets because they'd be full of pretty rocks.
Wow. Oh my.
I was a tomboy, obviously.
Oh, well.
So yeah, the energy work is, tapping EFT. The first time I saw that, I was like, how the hell can that work? That's so simple.
Oh, EFT?
Yeah, but wow, it works.
Yeah, emotional freedom technique. Yeah, yeah. What I do is different, but what I do know about EFT.
Yeah. It's not one that is since I do Reiki, I do self Reiki every morning. So if I don't, I can't hardly move. I have fibromyalgia. So
there is so many different ways to heal.
yes.
I mean, it's all about energy.
Exactly.
And it's everything is energy. Even a table, I think, has energy. Things vibrate. When your vibration goes up, then you'll notice everything else vibrates too. So it's just working with the energies and balancing the energies. Clairvoyance is my dilemma. She says, I don't know if that means she has good clairvoyance or not good clairvoyance.
He has a tendency to be a little foggy.
Okay, that's what that means. Okay. One of the exercises I've done in my classes for clairvoyance is to imagine in your mind you've got, let's say, a color, could be, or a red square. And then, by the way, I've got something going on in my family. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes just to let you know.
Honey.
Okay,
right. No problem.
Anyway, so I would imagine a red.
Well, we're almost at the hour anyway.
Okay, good.
51, so we're good.
Okay,
we're good.
So a red square. Okay, so if you can imagine that in your mind, or it could be a red ball, or whatever, and then you, once you've got it strong, this is for people who want to work on their clairvoyance. Then you can imagine you're moving it outside of your third eye. Ooh. And it's going to sit on your third eye outside of your head versus inside. So you move it, you practice moving it.
Oh, how cool.
And then you could even move it a little bit farther out. And then you could maybe even move it across the room. So that's just an exercise that you can do on your own to work on your clairvoyance.
That's great, because that also helps you work on expansion.
Yeah.
Well,
you can use red square, you can use yellow ball, you can use a blue triangle, you can use a elephant, you can use a dog. I mean, there's, it's whatever, a flower.
Yeah.
Right.
Use Albert Stoney. That's his cat.
Oh, yeah. You could use that. You could use a crystal in your mind, whatever it feels right to you for the day.
Cool. Oh, that's really cool.
And but see if you can focus on it for like 2 minutes even.
When I first opened my third eye, that's similar to the exercise that I used to use to, use my third eye. My friend lives in Bend, Oregon. She was a pretty heavy smoker. And so she always had a lighter in her pocket. And I knew she always carried a lighter in her pocket. So I was telling her that, my friend and I had opened up my third eye and that I needed to practice. And she says, okay, so what color lighter is in my pocket? And I'm going, focus. It's beige, an ugly beige. And she's like, yep.
That's awesome.
Big beige, big lighter in her pocket.
Yeah.
So from that point on, it was like, ooh, this is fun.
Yeah,
so
lots of good practice. Yeah. That's I would call that. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that would be traveling clairvoyance, but yeah, there's lots of different ways to practice. Lots. Even just going through a guided meditation and you're visualizing it, that's a clairvoyant exercise.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I've had visions that have been really weird lately. So that's why I say I definitely need to take a mediumship class, because I've even had Donald Trump's being nervous sit me up in the middle of the night because I'm in his head and I didn't ask to be. Stuff like that happening to me. So it's like, yeah, I got to get control of this.
Nice.
When he was going through his first impeachment stuff, I just all of a sudden one day I sat up 2:30 in the morning. I'm wringing wet, all sweaty, and my heart's racing. And it's like, what is this? what the hell? It kind of scared me. And it's like, this isn't me.
Uh-huh.
Where's this coming from? And when I said that, I saw him pacing in his bedroom, back and forth. He was wringing wet, and he was in his underwear. In his underwear. And it was his energy that I was getting. It was him. I was like,
oh, wow.
No, shut that down.
Yeah, you don't want to know, don't want it, too much information, right?
I don't put me there. I don't want to see that man in his underwear. Thank you.
Right.
So, yeah. And I don't get anything on him now.
Wow.
I mean, I can read cards on him, but I don't get those visions anymore. I used to see him going in an ambulance, leaving the White House and never returning. And he had his head on his hand on his head, like a bad headache. So I've always interpreted that as he's going to have a stroke. He will never go back to the White House because he's going to have a stroke.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's just weird stuff like that that's been happening to me. And I would like to be able to call it forth when I want it, not just when it happens.
Well, sometimes it is spontaneous.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously for you, it is a lot, which is, it means something that's important. I mean, I think those are all amazing that you're getting that.
My friend was going to go on a vacation to San Diego, and I told her, oh, make sure you take birth control because you're going to get pregnant this week. And she's like, no, I'm not. She just lost a whole bunch of weight and was really happy with her first bikini body and stuff. And I'm like, no, you're going to get pregnant this weekend, and it's a special kid. Yep. She had a little girl that I swear to you came out of her speaking full sentences. She is so intelligent. So, yeah. Wow. I was like, well, that's the first time I had one of those that turned out right, except I said she was going to be a boy. She's very much a tomboy.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Now
that's Katie, baby Katie. No.
Wolf Girl's asking about people she sees. Sometimes when I've seen that, I mean, I've seen it both ways. I've seen it as ancestors. I've also seen it as guides. And I've also feel sometimes it's past lives. So I think you should feel into what does it feel like if you're seeing it, like, especially as you're going to sleep, if you see a lot of faces, I think it could be past lives.
Oh,
but it could also be, well, I don't know. I guess it depends how many faces you're seeing. You know, because you're not going to see a whole bunch of guides at once. I mean, you're going to see a few maybe, but not like, I don't know, not 20, 30, 40, probably.
Hi, Luna. Welcome. Lots of new people in here tonight. I love it. I love it. That's what this show's about, is for the newly awakening people. That we have as we're getting ready to, we're going to need to go here. It's a respite for the newly awakened to have, it's a place where they can come and see different people who are teachers and, you know, like you and Danny and, you know, all these people, and see what they have to offer and get their vibe, you know, see who they connect with in a safe place. That's the whole purpose of the Lightworkers Roundtable.
Oh, I love your idea. That's wonderful, really, that you're doing this
for
the community.
I was watching Manasa Wellness one Saturday, and Spirit says you're going to have a live stream, and it's called the Lightworkers Roundtable, and you're going to invite every single one of the people in this community, every one of the card readers and these gifted people in this community, so that there's someone for people who need you. So between me and Tarot Love Community, and, you know, because this is not just people from Tarot Love Community, there's a wide range of people. So and I love it. I love you all so much.
And thank you for having me, and thank everybody for being here too. Stony and Wolf Girl, we've had quite the conversations tonight. And Ron, hi Ron, and Sharon and Teresa. And
it's so good to see you all. You know,
journey.
You guys are the whole reason we're here.
Awesome.
I love you all. Be kind to one another, please. I always send you out with this. Be kind to one another, but most of all, be kind to those who are not kind to you. And be kind to yourself. we need you.
Mhm.
Everybody who loves you needs you. You can't help us unless you take care of you first. I love you. We'll see you next week. Actually, we're kind of up in the air on a guest for next week. So that's a surprise. So that
Okay.
would be fun. So we will see
Blessings, everybody.
you all.
Blessings.
Good night. Have a great weekend, y'all.
Yeah.
And vote.